Now on CoastTV News.
Affordable housing. A new bill in the Delaware State Senate would put protections in place for those getting a little help.
Fallen heroes, Maryland makes a move to help the families of first responders that paid the ultimate price service to the state.
A massive proposal for a hotel here on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk now taking the next steps. The new addition that could be coming to Rehoboth Beach's skyline.
A call to set the record straight in Georgetown. What officials at the Pallet Village want to do.
And it looks like we have a little more rain expected by late tonight, going to the early morning hours of Friday, and possibly more over this weekend.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
The skyline of Rehoboth Beach now one step closer to changing. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 11. We begin tonight with progress on a hotel project that would change the look and feel of Rehoboth Beach.
The Belhaven Hotel is a passion of the family that's trying to get it built, the Papa John family. They say that this project means more to their family than just room service and bellhops.
The project is proposed to go right at the corner of the boardwalk and Rehoboth Avenue, just above where Candy Kitchen currently is. Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us what is on the rise in Rehoboth Beach.
These are the renderings for the Belhaven Hotel, a massive 114,000 square foot project.
Well, it's a family legacy.
The hotel plans currently show a 4-story building with over 90 hotel rooms and even an underground parking garage. The Papa John family has come to the city's planning commission multiple times with the preliminary plans and have been sent back to the drawing board multiple times. But Thursday afternoon, the city's planning commission chose to let the project move forward.
Our family's pretty happy about this development. It's taken about 6 years, so it's a significant step, and we're cautiously optimistic about the hearing. So we're pleased, but we still have a big step to go.
The Papa Johns have deep ties to the Belhaven Hotel. Their family was involved with the original Belhaven Hotel all the way back in the 1930s. The Papa Johns have been working to get this new version of the hotel built since 2019. Joseph Santoro thinks it will make a great addition to the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to have a lot more people like me coming over here, that's for sure.
While there is some concern with the hotel's impact on local roadways and how it will affect local property owners expressed at the meeting, it wasn't enough to derail things. This massive proposal is now one step closer to checking into reality. And nothing was finalized at this meeting on Thursday afternoon, but commissioners did vote to put this forward to a public hearing. The public hearing is scheduled to be sometime in early June. I'm Charles Reinert in Rehoboth Beach, Coast TV News.
We have new information tonight about a bomb threat at Laurel High School. According to the Laurel Police Department, the whole thing has been ruled a hoax or a prank. But before that was determined, students and staff were evacuated to the football field, and because it took a few hours to determine that it was a hoax, all practices and after-school activities, those were canceled. Now, according to the district, school will be held as normal tomorrow, and this is an active investigation.
Taking a live look outside into Milford, the warm weather came to an end this week, so let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams to see what's up with that and what the future holds.
Well, the future holds problems with flooding. We have a newly issued coastal flood warning. Now, this is different than an advisory or watch or anything like this. Warning, which is for all of Sussex, stays in effect until 4 o'clock. It's because of onshore flow and astronomically high tide. So onshore flow coming from the water onshore and the high tide, both are combining for prompting a warning. So we're looking for about 2 feet of flooding that's possible associated with this. This is for Bay Area communities, Dewey Beach, for example, Millsboro, Ocean View, and along the shore. This is more of a significant problem as far as flooding is concerned. This is going to be all day Friday, going to early morning on Saturday. Since this is brand new, this is all I wanted to concentrate on right now. I have your full forecast, which includes some strong storms for later on tonight. We'll get to that, but for right now, back to you, Charlie.
All new tonight, May is National Affordable Housing Month, and in Delaware, the state legislature has introduced a bill that would expand housing options for low-wage workers, vulnerable seniors, and people with disabilities. Senate Bill 293 would ban landlords from discriminating against tenants based on whether or not they get federal or state housing assistance. At the moment, around 6,500 people in Delaware do receive help, but according to a release from the bill's sponsors, Senate Majority Whip Senator Elizabeth Lockman and Rep. Sheree Moore, a lot of landlords turn away tenants who are using these sort of programs. That's even though the money is guaranteed through payments directly to the landlords. SB 293 has now been assigned to the Senate Housing and Land Use Committee.
And since we're talking about housing, Americans remain gloomy about the housing market. According to a new Gallup survey, just 21% say it's a good time to buy a house. That is tied with last year for the worst reading in Gallup history. Meanwhile, 76% say it's a bad time to buy a house. That's just below last year's record of 78%. These findings reflect the affordability issue in the housing market. Young Americans looking to buy a home are facing record high prices and painfully high mortgage rates.
3 men have been arrested and one is still on the loose after a shooting in Ellendale early Wednesday morning. Here are the details. According to police, 20-year-old Isaiah Eunice and two 17-year-olds have been arrested. Detectives are still looking for 21-year-old Marcus Eunice. According to police, around 12:31 a.m. Wednesday morning, a gray SUV pulled up to a house on South Old State Road in Ellendale, then fired shots during an argument with people in the backyard of the home, injuring a woman and causing property damage. Meanwhile, right now, a scam is going on. Callers are posing as Worcester County Sheriff's Office. According to the agency, the scammer tells people they've missed a federal jury duty or they must pay a fine. And remember, if you do miss jury duty, law enforcement is not going to call you and tell you that you're going to jail. They also won't ask for payment over the phone.
New tonight, Governor Wes Moore signed Fallen Heroes legislation today. Senate Bill 897 and House Bill 1064 relieve the tax liability on the death benefits of the families of first responders who died in the line of duty. Corporal Glenn Hilliard's widow was present for the signing, as you see in these pictures. Senator Mary Beth Carrozza says it was necessary to eliminate the requirement of death benefits being reported as taxable income because previously families could not use the full benefit that was granted to them.
Working as a first responder, especially in a town like Ocean City, isn't easy, and recently the fire department released new data showing that their already busy job has only gotten busier. In 2022, the fire department ran 6,524 calls. But in 2023, that jumped all the way up to 7,462 calls, almost 1,000 more calls compared to the year before. Ocean City Chief Richard Bowers says that impacts his crew.
Traffic is another stressful factor for the men and women, both responding to a call, operating at a call, because their backs are to traffic if they're out in the roadway, as an example, but then also transporting to a hospital.
The good news is that Chief Bowers says more part-time employees and volunteers are on board, and the department now even has a therapy dog program. You can see that right there, adding comfort and relief to those that work there. And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how safe do you feel with your local fire department?
Let's take a look at the updated results, Charlie. On the screen here, it looks like the majority, 67%, say they feel very safe with their local fire department. 23% say somewhat, 10% say less safe.
You've still got a little time to vote in this if you would like to be a part. You can go to CoastTV.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.
I'm Madeline Overturf, and here's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. The Springboard Collaborative is holding an event that they are calling Dispelling the Myths of Homelessness in Sussex County. The organization says it wants to set the record straight on Sussex County's homeless population and efforts to help, like the Springboard Pallet Village in Georgetown. Salisbury says it had another setback in the launch of Flowbird, a new parking system. So that means the mechanical arms in the Circle Avenue parking garage will stay up through the month. The city says permit holders will still be responsible for paying their parking fees and apologized for this, and I quote, fruitless project. That's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. I'm Madeline Overturf.
At a time when Confederate statues are being replaced, there is some pushback. A school board in Virginia is weighing whether to restore school names to, as they say it, honor the Confederate generals for which they were previously named.
Meanwhile, the statues of 2 Confederate supporters are being replaced on Capitol Hill. Laurel Hubbard reports on honoring the history of 2 Americas.
All praise as the statue of civil rights journalist and activist Daisy Bates is revealed. A very different reaction than the reception that the Little Rock Nine received 60-plus years ago when trying to integrate an Arkansas high school, a feat that Bates was influential in.
The 9 students were harassed, they were hurt, and they were haunted. Daisy Bates' own home was vandalized repeatedly. Bates herself was arrested.
Arkansas Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders says she's proud to have Bates represent the state and the nation's capital. Republican Speaker of the House Mike Johnson was joined by other congressional leaders and spoke of Bates being a trailblazer, making way for Ruby Bridges.
Because Mrs. Bates organized those 9 students, Ruby and the minority boys and girls of Louisiana began to be treated equally in the eyes of the law as well.
Bates' statue replaces that of Uriah Rose, an attorney and former president of the Arkansas Bar Association who stayed loyal to Confederate Arkansas throughout the Civil War. In recent years, replacing the names or statues of Confederate figures has become more common, but there has been pushback. A school board in Virginia was voting Thursday night on whether to change the names of 2 schools back to Confederate names.
Why are we here tonight? To go back to a time in history that was very cruel, where hatred and racism continued throughout this county and throughout the United States.
I'm Laurel Hubbard reporting.
We have a lot more news to get into this evening.
Defining open space in Lewis, we're breaking down the city's plans to redefine and improve public access to these areas.
Take a look at your Bay forecast in Cambridge. We're looking for spotty showers on Friday, skipping Saturday with the rain, and then another round of rain, possible thunderstorms on Sunday. And we're looking for the same pattern for Crisfield with temperatures hovering in the 60s. Your full forecast and an update on the latest flooding warnings coming up in 60 seconds.
Make dinner good tonight with Hardee's new tender platters. Crunchy, juicy chicken dipped in buttermilk and hand-breaded, served with garlic toast, fries, slaw, and an ice-cold drink. Delicious, down to the very last crumb. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
At Coastal Comfort, we know there's no place like home. That's why we're committed to ensuring total comfort for a totally happy home. As a premier Carrier Factory authorized dealer, we're dedicated to providing reliable service and the best savings. Like now, through the end of May, with purchase of a qualified Carrier system, you can instantly receive up to $1,900 off. You could also qualify for up to $2,000 in federal tax credit. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
At Hardee's, we're putting our hearts into Mother's Day because moms put their hearts into everything.
Wow.
Join us in celebrating the goodness of moms with made-from-scratch heart-shaped biscuits. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
We have a newly issued flood warning that I'm going to pass along to you as well, and we're bracing for at least an outside chance of a thunderstorm popping in, but we're no longer under the threat of severe weather officially from the National Weather Service. So, as we take a look at our Lewis camera, courtesy of Irish Eyes, we are at 58 degrees with the wind staying relatively calm and out of the north. Now, we will see that chance of rain creeps into the forecast, as you can see right here, as temperatures will hover in the 50s. Now, we do have a chance of rain, spotty sprinkles here or there, but I'm really referring to like possibility of storms. But before we get to that, a coastal flood warning. Coastal flood warning is in effect for Sussex until 4 o'clock, and this is because the combination of the astronomical tides being a bit higher than usual, and we have onshore flow that's happening. So that combination has prompted a warning, not an advisory or watch, but an actual warning, meaning that flooding is imminent, okay? An advisory as far as the winds are concerned until Saturday. But this is part of the problem because the winds are coming and they're blowing in such a way coming out of the east that's helping to blow some additional water up on the shore. And that small craft advisory also extends down towards Chincoteague. We have the more active thunderstorms really marching throughout portions of Pennsylvania, but we still keep a close eye on what's happening possibly at 2 o'clock near the Seaford area. It's been delayed a little bit more, but take a look by 4 o'clock. Now, the new model run is indicating at 4 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be inundated by strong storms in Lewis as well as Georgetown, Milton, all areas by 4 o'clock, and then it's over with by 5:30. I still think that's an outlier, but I just needed to show you that anyway, to show you at least I saw it coming. But Friday, we're okay with some spotty showers. Then by the afternoon, we go into the 50s. Now, by Saturday morning, we start off at 50 degrees, and Saturday's going to be the premier day to enjoy outside, because Sunday, we're going to need to take mom inside for the celebration, okay? Now, overall, keep in mind, we'll look for Sunday. This is where we're looking for Sunday. We're looking at scattered showers start on Sunday morning and continue throughout the night. Now, the amount of rain is not looking all that impressive. In fact, the amount of rain is staying at about 4/10, less than a half an inch, actually. But as we take a look at the most northern portions of our viewing area, we're going to be in the 50s for Friday afternoon. Saturday, we start off clear and 50 degrees, and then in the afternoon, we're still in 50s, but we're clear. Now, Sunday, starting as early as 5:30 in the morning, we start seeing this rain pull through. So for tonight, partly cloudy sky, scattered rain, winds out of the east, and 53. 55 for tomorrow, so not much of a change. You get that? So it's going to be cooler, cloudy, clammy, and a bit rainy, okay? Saturday, we're drying out, and we're warming up a little bit. But then Sunday, as you take a look at the extended forecast, we're back to talking about rain on Mother's Day. But at least next week, temperatures will be in the 70s.
Birds chirping at the 4th Street Preserve is just one example of open space in Lewis. As the city continues to grow and more land is developed, the Planning Commission's Open Space Subcommittee is trying to determine how developers can extend and enhance open spaces on their properties. In the current city code, open space areas have to make up at least 20% of the total development property. The question being worked out is how much of that to make active space where kids can play or people can exercise. One person we spoke with says open space makes a huge difference.
It certainly has an impact on our whole community, as well as any of the wildlife that lives here. Living right next to Cape Henlopen State Park, we certainly have a diversity of wildlife that we want to keep intact.
The Open Space Subcommittee will further discuss the definition of open space at its next meeting next Thursday.
Heading to traffic news now. Over in Seaford, Pearl Street between High Street and King will be closed this Saturday. Be aware of that if you're driving around. The city says it will be closed from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is due to the Seaford Community Garden hosting a plant sale throughout the day. Ozempic babies, why the famed weight loss drug is leading to a spike in pregnancy amongst its users.
Plus, native wildflowers, how this field will be transformed by thousands of newly planted flowers.
The pre-Memorial Day sale at Johnny Janosic starts now. Get Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices, then take an extra 20% off or 0% APR for 60 months. Memorial Day savings are happening now, only at Johnny Janosic.
Charmed by Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants. Eclectic style, a curated collection to inspire. Estate jewelry, furniture, decor, art.
Mint and Needle Medical Aesthetics, offering injectables and innovative aesthetic procedures, a full suite of treatments and skincare that cater to your uniqueness.
Harbor Restaurant for canal front dining. Great waterfront views and fabulous food in downtown Lewis.
Come explore.
Historic Lewis.
Make no mistake, America is being invaded. Biden's open border is flooding our cities with violent criminals and deadly drugs. Democrats put American families last, kicking our kids out of school to house illegals. The invasion must end. I'm Robin Ficker and I approve this message. I'm running for Senate to secure the border. I'll stand with Trump, finish the wall, and deport criminal illegals to save our country.
At Bath by Spicer Brothers, we understand that safety is important when it comes to your shower. Our design experts prioritize your safety without compromising on style or comfort. Equipped with features like sturdy seats, strategically placed grab bars, non-slip floors with low thresholds for easy access, and adjustable shower wands. Right now, we're offering a complimentary, customized safety upgrade with factory-certified 5-star installation guaranteed. Plus, take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026. Bath by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Shop the Memorial Day mattress sale at Johnny Janosic and find premium mattresses starting at just $29 a month. Plus, get 0% APR for 60 months, a $300 gift card, and free local delivery. Going on now at Johnny Janosic.
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment. This is Coast TV News at 11.
This field in front of the Stokely Center in Georgetown will soon be filled with native flowers.
Can't wait to see that. These flowers will act as a filter for runoff into nearby waterways.
Thousands of wildflowers will be planted in several locations around the grounds of the Stokely Center in a volunteer event hosted by the Center for the Inland Bays and the Georgetown Public Library.
We're going to be at the Stokely Center from 10 to 1 on Saturday, and you can come join us. We are partnering with the Georgetown Library, so this will be one of the first events that we do that will be bilingual. So we'll have Spanish language as well as English language directions. We'll tell you what to plant, where to plant, bring your trowel, and we want to see you there.
This project is just one phase of a much larger environmental project on the grounds of the Stokely Center, which has also involved the creation of native tree and shrub islands near their solar fields, as well as the planting of thousands of trees as part of the Trees for Every Delawarean initiative.
In entertainment news, movie fans, get ready to head back to the Shire as 2 new Lord of the Rings movies have been given the green light. The Oscar-winning team behind the blockbuster Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogies is reuniting to produce the new films. The first of the projects is tentatively titled Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. It is a targeted debut of 2026.
In health news, it's a phenomenon you may have heard of, but if not, listen to this. Ozempic babies. These stories are popping up all over social media, and it's left many wondering why the drugs are leading to surprise pregnancies and their safety if they do. Well, researchers say that the drugs have been shown to increase a woman's chance of getting pregnant. That's because weight loss is generally associated with increased fertility. And the drug can also make birth control pills a little less effective. However, not much is known about their safety during pregnancy. The few studies available haven't shown major cause for concern, but researchers note that more study is needed and is underway. For now, doctors recommend that women actually stop taking the drug 2 months before they try to get pregnant.
Doing some spring cleaning, the Murr Institute, which helps stranded marine mammals, is preparing for its annual yard sale on May 18th. The nonprofit is seeking donations from the community to support marine mammal and sea turtle conservation. Donations are accepted at Pilottown Road in Lewis on May 11th between 10 a.m. and noon. Murr cannot accept clothing, used bedding, electronics, or used children's toys. The organization says bring items in good condition that are not on that excluded list. Rough week? Cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV. You can subscribe to the Coast TV Feel Good Friday newsletter by scanning the QR code that's on your screen right now. The newsletter has personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more, all sent straight to your inbox every Friday morning.
Coming up in sports, Polytech girls soccer trying to clinch the Henlopen North Division title, but Sussex Tech standing in their way.
And Pathways to Success, a ceremony for some high achievers in Sussex County.
And for those high achievers on the golf course, well, what are we expecting? We anticipate, as you're getting ready to enjoy the greens, just think about the fact that, well, we're going to be watching out for some morning showers. But in the afternoon, you might get lucky, but the morning time, not so much.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
We are Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva's pest control experts. As temperatures rise, so does pest activity. If you don't protect your home, you're at risk of a pest infestation. Get 365-day protection from common household pests with our Proactive Pest Plan. With termites, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
For one of the fastest response times in the industry, call 302-645-1502 for a free evaluation. Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva's pest control experts.
Have you visited Tyndall's Casual Furniture this season?
Come see us!
Why shop online when you can explore Delmarva's exclusive Polywood dealer in person? See the finishes, feel the fabrics, and even sit on the furniture. From polymer to aluminum, wicker and epay, bring home the perfect blend of quality and design with Tyndall's, crafted to enhance your lifestyle. All of our furniture comes with professional assembly, and take advantage of our in-house white glove delivery. Tyndall's Casual Furniture, Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts.
Spring is fading fast. No more waiting. It's time to get the deck of your dreams started. Paul Davis will design, build, or resurface any size deck with the highest quality materials.
Our AZAC decks are scratch, fade, and insect resistant with a lifetime warranty. We'll bring the showroom to you, provide you same-day estimates, handle permitting, and guide you through the HOA approvals.
Save big. Enjoy 20% off, plus snag an outdoor double swing chair free when you invest in your new deck now through May 31st. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
It's graduation season, and local high school seniors are going to sleep tonight with new chords to walk with. Pathways to Success says 50 out of its 80 seniors attended tonight's chord presentation and graduation program at Crossroad Community Church in Georgetown. These students will now be wearing blue chords at their high school graduations. The organization's programs include everything from mentoring and coaching to college tours and even healthy snacks. It's all to keep these kids on their paths to successful lives.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Polytech girls soccer going for their 7th straight victory and facing Sussex Tech, sitting at 3rd in the Henlopen North. Early on penalty in the 7th minute, taken and buried by sophomore Ava Gim. Panthers up 1-0, and she was just getting started in this game. 12 minutes later, sophomore sensation Sierra Henry leads Gim, who places it in the back of the net. Her second tally of the contest, 2-0 Poly after 1. To the second, junior Addison Hink crosses in a perfectly timed volley by Henry. Her 17th goal of the season puts the Panthers up 3-0. Then from way out, Gim completes the hat trick over the reach of the keeper. Polytech defeats Sussex Tech 4-0. The Panthers play in the Henlopen title game next Saturday on DSN. Staying with girls soccer, Delmar defeated Indian River 4-1. Bailey Phillips led everyone in scoring with 2 goals, while Miley Smith and Lyric Campbell each scored 1 goal apiece. They improved to 9-3 on the season. To college softball, 1-seeded Wilmington University took care of business against 8-seeded St. Thomas Aquinas. 10-0 in 5 innings in the first round of the NCAA East Region 1 tournament. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
And we have a little more sporting news tonight. The city of Philadelphia loves their star athletes. You got your Jalen Hurts, your Bryce Harper, Joel Embiid. Never heard of him. Well, as Tim Furlong reports, the newest Philly sensation is also the youngest. At just 14 years old, Kevon Sullivan has signed with the Philadelphia Union.
Philly. This is home.
Kevin Sullivan is from Norristown and will now begin his pro career with a lucrative contract with his hometown team. And yes, he is that good, already holding his own with his much older teammates.
When a practice starts and guys give you the ball, that's the ultimate sign of respect. And within 10 seconds into the first training session, they gave him the ball. That's probably the simplest way I could put it.
Coaches say the young attacking midfielder who has come up through the Union's academy is next-level creative with or without the ball. He's fearless and deadly accurate with his shots, comparing him to some of the greats in the entire sport. And again, he's 14.
To be totally honest, I'm a pretty boring kid. I don't do much outside of soccer. It's really my life. I do like in the summers to go down the shore, and I mean, when I'm there, I'm juggling on the beach, so.
Mom and Dad both played soccer for Penn, and Kevin's older brother Quinn is already on the Union. His 2 other brothers are also solid players, and the boys, sort of keep each other grounded, whatever it takes.
Yeah, the battles in the house between the brothers are insane, so. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's fisticuffs, and you gotta let it go for a certain amount, and then like Quinn steps in and says, "I will beat all of you if you don't get it together." So
I'm going to be at the game here Saturday night, and I asked the coach, "Is there any chance we're going to see this wonder kid get on the field?" He wouldn't commit to anything. He sort of just put it out there as, The game doesn't lie. When it's time for him to play, they will know it's time to put him in a game. If he gets on the field before the end of July, he's going to be the youngest player to ever debut in an MLS game. And while the team can't talk about it, it has been widely reported that when Cavan turns 18, he's going to play for Manchester City, one of the top English Premier League teams. So enjoy this kid here while you can.
Which we all know, Philadelphians, we get behind our own and we're very proud. And this is a story that intertwines and relates to that.
Arts Festival, where you can win this painting and what it raises money for. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 11.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Tired of looking at the same old faded siding on your home? Give your home a new makeover with quality siding from Spicer Brothers. At Spicer Brothers, we're your partners in transforming your home into a masterpiece. Our team of skilled professionals are dedicated to delivering top quality craftsmanship and exceptional customer service. And right now, save 50% off siding installation and get free gutters. Plus, take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026. Add value to your home with new siding from Spicer Brothers because you deserve the best.
There are too many areas in Maryland elected officials seem to have a hard time finding. Not David Trone. His family came from Cambridge, right by the Choptank River that he used to fish in as a boy. If you're going to stand up for people who too often feel ignored and left out, you have to show up. David has. From Eastern Shore to Mountain Maryland and back, every Marylander deserves a voice, and David intends to carry yours all the way to the U.S. Senate.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Each-armed by Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
R&L Liquors, your beach destination. Bourbon, spirits, fine wines, and expanded craft beer selection. Award-winning On the Rocks bottled, ready-to-drink cocktails are here.
Josephine Keir Rug and Home for over 36 years. Find unique carpets, fine art, home accessories, furniture, and a great source for design.
Sticky bun, 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 and sometimes a chicken salad sandwich. Lewis Bake Shop.
Come explore.
Historic Lewis.
On Coast Life, meet our adorable pet of the week. Then, get ready for fun at the Lewis Strawberry Festival, benefiting a great cause. And we're honoring moms with special Mother's Day celebrations. Tomorrow at 4 on Coast TV.
Join Club Ocean at Ocean Downs and get $20 free play guaranteed. We ship you not. Then use your card every time you play to earn more rewards. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Success isn't just about money, it's about finding your purpose, building something you're passionate about, empowering people, and creating joy for others. We serve happiness, and great success is built on great relationships. That's why 15 years ago, I partnered with County Bank. County Bank believed in my vision. They helped me expand my business to new heights. Their commitment to personalized service, innovative solutions, and strong community ties makes County Bank the perfect partner for my journey to success.
Where legendary locals bank. County Bank, member FDIC.
This oil painting is called Waves from a Distant Storm, and you could win it at an event next weekend. The artist donated it to raise money for the Rehoboth Art League. If you take a stroll through Grove Park next Saturday, May 18th, you'll find artists showcasing and selling their work. The Rehoboth Art League and the City of Rehoboth are once again teaming up for an arts festival.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Listen, our Spicer Brothers camera in Salisbury, we're going to expect for it to drop down to 59 with a chance of a sprinkle redeveloping. Our umbrella giveaway winner is Robert Seymour of Seaford. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration, Home Remodeling. Ocean City sponsoring our 5-day UV index. Listen, we're not going to have much of a situation on Friday, but Saturday we'll see more sunshine, and on Monday we'll have a great deal of sunshine. A coastal flood warning has been issued for our area, along with the concern for winds along the coast. Please be mindful of that. That's a warning. And we'll continue to update you on our phone line about all the warnings, sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brockstedt, and Federico. Finally, here's your look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. 55 on Friday, rain. Mother's Day, a little soggy as well.
Before we get out of here, I just wanted to say that oil painting was incredible. Thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next. We'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.